Another Wednesday has rolled by, bringing with it another Top 5 Wednesday, which means only one thing. This video is late, and I apologise. I did film this video yesterday, but I ummed and ahed about it all day, and in the end I decided it wasn't good enough, so I'm doing it again today, on Thursday. So today's topic is Top 5 Book Theme Songs. This can be songs that have lyrics that go really well with the book. It could be songs that you just, that might have absolutely no connection, but you listened to while you were reading, so you associate with that song with that particular book. And my first two are kind of cheating, but I think they go really well. And the first one is War of Hearts by Ruel, which if you made it to at least episode 12 of the Shadowhunters series, you will know that this song was part of the soundtrack for episode 12, Malik. And I really like the song, and I think the song goes really well with either the City of Ashes or City of Glass. The whole Malik thing, sure, but also with the whole Clary and Jace thing and them loving each other and thinking they're not allowed to love each other. And I just think the song fits really well. So I couldn't decide which one, so I picked either or. I just think the lyric, that whole, they can't help but love each other even though they're trying not to because they know it's wrong or they think it's wrong, and I just think it fits really well. On to the next one, which is a definite cheat, definite, and it is Your Hands Are Cold by Jean-Yves Thibaudet. The guy that did the soundtrack for the Keira Knightley Pride and Prejudice film, which I love. I love that film, I love that soundtrack, and I picked Your Hands Are Cold as the theme song for Pride and Prejudice. Yes, it's cheating, but it just goes so well. I picked this track in particular because it is my favourite, and it fits so well. There's a reason the soundtrack is amazing. It just fits the whole mood and the thing so well, and I just... And then it goes really quiet again. So that one's a cheat, I know it's a cheat, but I can't think of anything else that would go so well with the Pride and Prejudice book as that song does. It just fits. Next I've got an old Japanese song which was, I think, released in the 80s, and it's Rainy Blue by Hideaki Tokunaga. I recently discovered this song because of a performance by Onyu from SHINee, which is amazing, and I really like the song, so I've got the song now. And the book that I picked for this to go with is Anybody Out There by Marian Keyes. Now the mood of the song is different to the book, because the song is pretty slow, pretty sad, and while the book has its sad moments, it also has its more upbeat, more livelier moments, so the whole mood of the song doesn't fit, but I think the lyrics of the song, I think, fit with the book, because the song is about, well, it's sort of about a man who is chasing someone who's not there anymore. I mean, I suppose you can interpret it however you want, but they're not there anymore, and he finds himself sort of automatically looking for that person even though they're not in his life anymore. And this book is about a woman who has had an accident. Her life has been it's been turned upside down, and she's trying to piece it all back together, and part of that is trying to get in touch with someone called Aiden who is going to make it all better, but she can't seem to find Aiden. She can't get in touch with him, and he's nowhere to be seen. And I just think that the song and the book, that aspect of the book sort of fits really well. So basically in the first bit he's there's nobody around, it's midnight, and he's in a phone box and it's raining, and he goes to put in this person's phone number and then realises what he's doing and stops himself. And I just think it just fits really, in my opinion, it fits really well. The next one is Distance by Christina Perri, and the book I picked for it to go with is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell, because I just think the song fits Baz in particular really, really well. Because the song is, well, I guess it's about being close to someone but not being able to say that you're in love with them. That was like the first one I thought of that was like, you know what, yes, that is perfect. And I will make sure to keep my distance, say I love you when you're not listening. How long can we keep this up? And finally, this one has well, when I first picked this, it was because it was what I was listening to as I was reading it. It was my most recent, I've only recently discovered this song, and I was listening to it while I was reading my most recent read, and it is Wasteland by Against the Current, and the book is Monsters of Men by Patrick Ness. Now when I originally picked this, it had zero, it was literally just the song that I was listening to while I was reading this, and I thought it fitted. It's just what I think of when I hear it now, this book. But it sort of fits if you think of Todd and the Mayor as being sort of together. And I guess it could be associated with Viola and Mistress Coil as well. So if you sort of think of them in sort of like a relationship, then it fits, I think. Obviously they're not, so it's not, but faces, know the name but I just can't place it. Slurring phrases, took a step but I can't retrace it. You tell me, take this, but I don't wanna wake up in your wasteland. Your wasteland. I don't wanna wake up in your twisted fantasy, in your ecstasy. You're no good for me. So it doesn't fit the book, but it also does fit the book. But when I originally heard it, it didn't, and it just, if you've read it and you heard it, and then you just decide for yourself. But that is it, guys. That is it for this Top 5 Wednesday that I'm doing on Thursday. As always, Top 5 Wednesday was created by Lainey from Ginger Reads Lainey, currently being hosted by Sam from Thoughts on Tomes. I will leave all the appropriate links in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I will see you, I don't know what's wrong. I will see you in my next video. Bye!